started now.
Yeah. Now it's good.
Okay,
I hope so. It better be good.
cool.
It's got the little red numbers on it.
Just do this little thing, just so I could do a little opener. Y'all gonna hear this thing, and then y'all gonna hear some music, but I'm gonna cut it off. So, all right, because that's not supposed to be a part of it.
So just be ready. So listen for the important parts.
Beautiful. You're in control. You got this shit. You're gonna have a great day. You're beautiful. You're in control. You got this shit. You're gonna have a great day.
2 times. Yeah, my people, my listeners, our listeners.
New people
you know,
that follow this, that like to be a part of this.
we just want you guys to know that, you know, you're beautiful. You're gonna get through this. You're gonna have a great day.
Yep. No matter what.
No matter how much deception they want to throw in your face. All right.
Exactly. Every day, bullshit. You already know. You know what it is. It's name dropping in episode 7. Always trying to tell you guys what's going on with the world and what's happening. Who's the players, who's not a player. You know what I'm saying? Player. Shouts to him.
Yo, shouts to Homeboy. That's my dude. That dude used to be really like, it's one of them people, you know what I'm saying? One of them people that just is just a beacon of positivity.
Yep.
You know, we all have that person, and it's not even like a legitimate like, oh, that's my homeboy. It's not even like, oh, that's somebody you grew up with. It's just somebody that's just like that all the time that you see around in your neighborhood or in your sphere of activities. You know.
And they just cool.
Yeah, man.
Just cool peoples.
Shouts to player. All right.
Okay. Well, today, you guys have been following us for 7 episodes now.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been through a lot of I want to say a lot of content, a lot of conflicting arguments, a lot of topics that spark mind-boggling conversation. I guess you could say. I hope, at least I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
So today we are going to talk about where and why and what problems we think where we think the problems come from. I guess, right? Is that what we were talking about all day?
Okay, yeah.
Where we think, you know what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
a lot of problems that I guess are not specific to one group, but specific to all the groups, but play a part in most. I don't know how to say. How do you say, like? I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. The people we're talking about today, the name dropping, the whatever, is going to be the government, right? That we're talking about.
Oh yeah, the usual suspects out here.
Nothing changing. It's always surrounded by the same people.
Yeah, they always up to their shenanigans, and they're no goodery. Controlling the narrative and twisting the narrative and getting y'all to sign on to agendas that probably you shouldn't be doing.
Exactly.
Or in the long term, yeah, they make it look nice right now, but the implications for the future are always bleak.
We can give you a quick example of that. What we're talking about right now. So everybody was talking about the Black Lives Matter movement, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was popping with it.
And we black, by the way. We black, so
yeah, straight up, nigga.
So our
You know what
so
I'm saying?
our perspective is validated out here.
Yes, and it's also gonna whatever. I'm gonna just say it. So, anyways, the Black Lives Matter movement, right? So everybody was like, "Oh, that was started by a black person," right? No. So this is what we're talking about right here. So this man, here we go. Let me just go ahead. I'm just gonna drop some names real quick. Let's get this done. So
You know what time it is. You know what we do out here.
We go to DuckDuckGo.
We got the whole names out here.
It's already popping. Because I want to do the same research y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. So let's say Black Lives Matter, right? DuckDuckGo. Let's type in a name next to it. So, you know what is crazy? Most of the things that come out, like that are for black people or for people in general or for just for people in general, I guess, because like there's probably a number of organizations out there that have sold out to said GOV, you know. So this is DuckDuckGo, by the way. So again, like if you're not doing DuckDuckGo, you're not gonna find any of this shit that I'm looking at. Like these are just headlines too. You know how Google got the, oh here's something, whatever. So here we go. So Black Lives Matter, right? And then I typed in this man's name, George Soros. Okay. So the
How did I know? Go ahead.
right. This is FoxBusiness.com. You know, politics, Black Lives Matter, whatever. The first headline says Black Lives Matter has been hijacked by George Soros. Okay. So, you know, we all know the Black Lives Matter movement, right? It's supposed to be
Yeah.
for black people because Black Lives Matter,
Yep.
and you know all the stuff that was surrounding the whole topic and the killings and people were dying, and you know there's a list of names that we probably should have said, but I don't have them in front of me. But you know the whole movement. So, and we know that we all thought that Black Lives Matter was made for black people by black people. You know, FUBU, remember that? For us, by us. But it was taken over. It was sold out because how is it hijacked? How is that one of the things? How is George Soros hijacking Black Lives Matter? Well, then the next one says he funds it. You know, funding all of these things, supporting the Black Lives Matter movement or whatever like that. But then when we go in to see what the Black Lives Matter movement has actually done, what do we see? I don't see anything. You know, and maybe they did. I feel like we should start over. Can we start over?
Why?
What? Cause I don't got none of this shit here, and my phone is being all dumb.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know.
I'm gonna just. No, we ain't starting shit over. Nah, we ain't doing none of that. You was already on the roll. I was already going along. I was chilling with what you saying.
Well, I was like I said, I was looking for like what did Black Lives Matter do, and I can't really see anything.
That right there says it all.
You
Right
know what
there.
I mean?
You know,
So,
you
I was
already
trying to-
hitting the nail on the head. I thought you were saying that as like a sarcastic satire shit, because that's exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what it is.
So
They quote unquote okay. Let's break it down. Black Lives Matter.
yes,
That's a sentence, right?
period.
And that's not only a sentence, but a feeling, a movement, an ideology, like, or just like I said, just a sentence. Black Lives Matter. They do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once, and this I've been saying this for many years now. Once they decided to make that into the next Boston Strong or Together We Can or into those categories of slogans. Once they made it into a slogan, right? It was only a matter of time before someone was like, "That's an opportunity for money to monetize off of that."
Mm-hmm.
It was only a matter of time to do that. And then once they said they came out, oh, this is now an organization. That was it. It was a wrap after that.
Right.
You know, now Black Lives Matter is a KKK or a Black Panther Party.
Well,
It's
I wouldn't say.
but I'm not saying the equivalent in
yes.
their
Okay.
mission.
Just,
I'm saying in just the bare bones of it, like it's now this, like it's now a organization, a corporation. It's now
a trend.
a trend or whatever. You know, it's now something that can be taxed. Let me just put it like that.
There you go.
You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
business.
It's a business now.
Yep. Because you know I don't want to say nothing ridiculous, obviously, but listen, like the Black Lives Matter movement, the head person in charge took the money and bought a mansion or bought land or bought like something for themselves.
And she wasn't the only one. There was the other leaders of that did that. And you know, to be honest,
Yeah, let me see what
as a
their
black
names are,
person,
too. Sorry, go ahead.
I forgot her name. It's like Paula, probably Paula. I think it's Paula.
I'll look it
But
up.
as a black person, I understand why she did that.
Patrisse Cullors.
Patrisse.
Patrisse Cullors.
Um, I understand how that happened, because that's what we do. You you get on, you put yourself on, make sure you're good, and it's really not herself. She's doing it for her family. Like,
Her
let's get it straight. She's looking out for her family, making sure they good, everybody's good. Say I got this access to this money, I got access to this network now. Let me make sure my people's good. Da da da. Y'all already know about the black struggle, how we go through life, and I'm not really actually upset about that. But what I am upset about is that because it's now an organization that is being funded by non-blacks, that is being touted and pushed by non-blacks, you are now basically like making us look bad because you have others involved in it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're making us look bad. That's really what the problem is. You're out here having everybody else in the pot. So when you do that, now they can talk shit about the rest of us.
Yep.
That we can't be trusted with money. We can't be this. That's why we can't run shit. Da da da. All this. That's what they're saying as a rebuttal to you now getting caught up in shit.
Yep. See, and that's the shit. That's what happens. Because now people are going to go Google that shit or DuckDuckGo that shit, and that's what they're going to see. And then you become labeled with the word fraud. You know what I mean? So, how does that happen? Sorry, go ahead.
Right. And which delegitimizes any future movements,
right.
Because now they're going to be like, oh, this is another Black Lives Matter shit. Like, oh, y'all about to get some mansions off it. You're doing us a future disservice. You're disqualifying future activists from doing their thing or trying to help the community because you went along or we, but not me, but we as a community allowed others to now dictate the directions in which we are supposed to be going.
And again, that only happens, like you said, because you let other people in on the shit, so now they get to dictate it. Like, once you lose majority of your control over anything, you don't own it anymore. It's no longer in your favor. It's no longer for you. Like, it went from becoming, okay, well, we need to stop getting all these people being killed, but also too, like, we also gotta remember too, like, this isn't the first movement. I'm sure this isn't the first Black Lives Matter type of movement, so it's just probably the first one that was making noise, and then they had to shut it down. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what it looks like. Like, there's just so many things about Black Lives Matter leader and founder of anti-violence nonprofit, included in indictment for using the money for other things,
Mm-hmm.
And like you said before, like, she was trying to probably take care of her family and all that and whatnot. But what do you do with you got so many people riding on this too. You got everybody like looking for this help, but we shouldn't even be looking for the help in the first place. There should be Black Lives Matter movements all over the place. There should be Black Lives Matter movements in your house. There should be Black Lives Matter movement. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why is it that they are able to take over what we're doing every time to make it look like it's this or it's that? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when I heard that she was like, oh, she bought the mansion and shit, I was already like, damn. Wow, like, you did all that for what? Like, what was the point? Like, okay, cool. But then we also got to look at it as, like you said, it's not her shit. So they were tearing down. It was a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Had to have been a good thing. So how do we stop the shit from falling into the wrong hands, to be controlled, to be changed, to be whatever, because it keeps happening? We don't have this shit of our own. We don't have nationalism. We don't have the space to go and talk about this shit. We don't have anything.
We have to look at things like Asian people do. Asian people do not. You go look up, Szechuan chicken bank, nigga, and you're over here. They don't have their CEO, CFO, or COO is a Asian person.
Right.
It's not, or their top funders are other Asian people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They don't. There's no John Smith, Catherine McDonough up there. You know what I'm saying? There's none of that. That's not. No top position is not them. You know what I'm saying? It's period. That's period. And the fact people like George Soros, you go on TV on the news, Black Lives Matter. Da, 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 da. It's a white lady or a white man saying this, talking
Yep.
about this, and they're the ones who's propagating whatever the agenda is for that day. They're the
Thank
ones
you.
who's doing it, and then they'll be like, okay, we're gonna cut over to this black person, black woman, black man talking about it.
These
You're the
B-reels.
cut person. You're not even the person that's directing the news about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real
Damn.
crazy. It's real embarrassing
Yes.
when you're supposed to be pro black, but you're not even in the control room or control panel of what is going on, how the news is propagated about
Whatever.
whatever it is, well, the agenda. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? It always breaks down to quote unquote pro blacks fiending for white love, white attention. It always falls back into that category. A lot of people will say, "Oh, nah, you just mad, you just a hater, this, all that." But that's what it is. I don't care what you call me about it, because it is what it is. The
Mhm.
truth is the truth. It's you guys always become suckers for that stuff, you know. And I'm not trying to say, oh, be a separatist, be a segregationist, or whatever. But there has to be some kind of element of that going on in order for us to really take hold and grasp and make a actual foundation for ourselves. Black Lives Matter movement was built on a foundation founded and created by us, in which we were standing up for each other and saying, "Yo,
Yes.
like we're done with." Yo, these police acting like this towards us, or these people acting like this towards us. That's crazy. Nah. We matter. Like we also count, and that's the premise that we were standing on, and that's the premise we need to get back to
Mhm.
in order to uh, progress and proceed in the manner in which we have been dreaming about for years now.
Right.
You know, we need to stop getting pulled into these other people's ideologies and agendas, because the Black Lives Matter movement don't have to be tied into all this other stuff that's going on.
Nope.
We don't have to be tied to that. We don't need the allies. There's plenty of us already. There's plenty of us. We don't need allies. We don't need that extra network of support and stuff like that. You know, not right now. Not in the grassroots. How about we get a first floor going?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got a foundation, but let's get a first floor. Let's show that we could build a floor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or two.
For real.
You know?
Cause I even said it today. Fucking, they taking Juneteenth, and everybody gets it off. But I don't get Chinese New Year off.
You know?
I don't get fucking what?
Ramadan, Hanukkah,
right,
none
right.
of that.
I
None
don't
of
get
that.
none of that shit.
Boxing Day, none of that.
But everybody want to be Patriots Day. But everybody, I mean, I get that. But everybody want to be in our shit though, right? You get the first holiday, the first one. This is like maybe the first time I've ever seen it like respected as like, oh, the banks are closed type shit. But why are the banks? You know what I mean? Like, why is that even including them or the people that? Whatever, it doesn't matter. It should just be
Right. None of them banks is
Right.
black
Black
owned.
owned.
None of them. Why are they having the day off? Go to work.
See what I'm saying?
Clock in.
Like I said, I go to work on Chinese New Year. I go to work on whatever. We go to work on certain things, certain holidays, and it just fits into the whole thing of like we, as a group of people, as a community, don't have, or we should go and get, or we should appoint, or we should come together and figure out how to make leaders that are actually going to care about, or set a whole actual premise or a whole actual foundation for real to build the first floor on. Because I was asking the other day, like, who are the community leaders? Who are the pillars in the community already? Who are those people that are actually trying to? I mean, I'm sure they're out there, but like, we are a big enough group on our own that we shouldn't even need anything really going on. Like, we should be able to have our own stores, police our own people, fucking go ahead and grow our own food, have our own community, sense of community. Like, you got Rick Ross out here. He has his he's making his own community. He's getting the police force and all that extra shit. We have a community. Why can't we police force our own shit? Why can't we be out here doing our own shit?
Right.
It just gets ridiculous to me.
Right. Yo, I was thinking. It's funny because um, they, they do that. They did that for the Native Americans. Like they got their reservations, and then they got their own police force, kind of, and where they, monitor and take care of themselves in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about to go off topic, kind of, but it's funny. It's funny though. It's real funny that they gave them reservations, and it's not even land that they picked, that the Native Americans picked for themselves. That's crazy, right? I was like, yo, that's crazy. I was really thinking about that today. I'm like, yeah, they gave the reservations, but this is just like scrap land, like land that they wasn't using. And that's what's happening even with the Black Lives Matter. Like they we concede control because they give like a false sense of caring. Oh yeah. Oh okay. Yeah. We heard your plight. Yeah. So we were gonna oblige to your needs. We're gonna cater to you now, but only by our standards of catering.
Right.
It's I still didn't get no freaking reparation shit. No,
Nope.
Black Lives Matter ain't not a reparation, not a 40 acres and a mule. Nothing came out of that. It's just pandering,
Exactly.
pandering. I don't know how George Soros got in no kind of control. Talk about funding for what, bro? It's not, bro. We don't have to. Yo, if y'all was serious about Black Lives Matter, we would be talking about having some farms. We would be talking about having
Yo.
some kind of like some kind of enterprise shit going on, my G. We would be having tax breaks. We would be having all that. That's where that's when I'm interested. That's when I'll be interested in some Black Lives Matter when that type of stuff is going on. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
shit that matters.
Because that's what matters for us, right? Black people, we out here been already figured out how to survive on pennies a day. We already know how to do that. We already know we don't need no more pandering. We don't need no more handouts. We don't need no more. Oh, I'm gonna put this on my profile. We don't need that. We don't need no more of that. We're good on that. I don't need no more white ladies making videos on TikTok or Instagram talking about this and that. I don't need no more of that. I don't need no more Joe Biden talking about this. I don't need no more Kamala Harris. I don't need no more none of that. I don't care about that. Because at the end of the day, they just are prolonged or like copying stuff from before. That's all that is to me. They already been the rhetoric is the same. You go back to the 90s, you go back to early 2000s. The rhetoric ain't no different, my G. We already been since white people already understand that racism is bad. They already been conceded to that. And the ones that want to continue to be racist, that's them. The NAACP already been out. The HBCUs already been out. All that stuff there's plenty of avenues for us to already succeed in their system. What we want in the Black Lives Matter, if you're really talking about real Black Lives Matter, what we want is to be able to thrive and strive in a system apart from this.
Yes.
Because y'all already tell me every day, oh, is this systematically they've been killing all that stuff. Y'all already told us that. So clearly, the system that's in play, we want avenues to operate outside of that without being penalized. That's what we want. That's what Black Lives Matter is actually about. Is we want to be able to do what we want to do how we see fit.
Right.
Without a penalty, without a fucking somebody's at my door now saying you owe us. No, that's where Black Lives don't matter, because y'all gonna come and get us. Because the people that's not black that's sitting here and be like we want to help the black people. Actually, y'all just want us to assimilate into the shit. because you want more money out of us. That's why you guys made the weed and shit legal so you could get that little tax money off of that.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep.
And I'm not saying black people all we do is sell weed. I'm just saying like that's just an extension of what I'm talking about. Where you guys will pander to us so we could basically subscribe to
Quietness.
to be a part of that shit.
Yeah. So
We don't want to do that. Black people do not want to be a part of that shit. That's what it is. That's why we wanted the 40 acres so we could fucking do what we want to do on it.
Exactly.
That's what we wanted it for. We don't want it to be a part of y'all. We don't want it so I could build a mansion and look like the rest of you guys.
Nope.
I want it so I could do my damn shit I want to do.
Right. I want to go ahead and be like, yo, I got my fucking veggies. I got my
And
shit.
that's it. And I don't got to pay nothing on it.
Nope.
That's what I want to do.
Fuck taxes.
Our fucking ancestors was brought here. That's what you teach us. Our ancestors was brought here against their will. What the fuck am I paying taxes here for?
Exactly. Y'all stole. You know what I mean? Kept stealing. You know.
The fuck am I paying for a permit? What the fuck am I paying for a license? What the fuck am I paying for zoning?
Right. Why am I paying in general? Why am I paying at all? Why am I even playing this game that y'all are? Because motherfuckers don't understand that it's that easy to just stand up and be like, yo, nah, fuck this. Again, like I keep saying, like, the ghetto is big. The ghetto, like, you know how Chinatown has Chinatown and like here in New York and fucking wherever in Las Vegas, whatever.
Right.
There's a ghetto here, New York, fucking wherever. They just call it that. It's a black community. Another black community over there can reach out to this black community and fucking make shit happen. Just like the motherfucking frat houses that they have, right? Oh, we got a chapter in Atlanta. We got a chapter in da-da-da. We got a chapter in whatever. Okay, so there's black people all over the place. So there's all of us all over the place. It's not hard to become the majority.
And that's you just opened a whole other kind of words, but I'm not gonna go on that. But all that census shit, yo, the census, bro, is so funny that they'll be like, oh, we're minorities, but then I was just talking the other day. I was like, are we really the minorities?
Nope.
Or are black? Or if you're black, you know what I'm talking about. When the fucking census people come to your house, do you fucking answer the door? No, right? Nope. So that 13% is just 13% of people that did. Most of the time, if you black, you listen to me right now, you know what I'm talking about. Most of the time, we see them motherfuckers come to the door, we don't answer that shit. Exactly. So they don't know how many of us is here. That 13% don't mean shit to me when you say, oh, you only make up 13%. Yeah, fuck you, suck my dick. The fucking slave shit people, there was only 50 of them and then 500 or less on the boat. So we was already outnumbering them on the boat, my nigga. And they was bring us boat by boat by boat. So don't tell me that shit. Don't tell me no fucking nothing.
Exactly.
You know, don't tell me shit. All right, sorry, my bad.
Nah, you know, of course, like, motherfuckers need to hear that shit. And, you know, the word minority itself it means the state or condition. The state or condition, by the way. Mm-hmm. So, already, those words, we know. Mm-hmm. They didn't even talk about numbers. Okay? Mm-hmm. They ain't say nothing about numbers.
Right.
All right, cool.
Right.
The state or condition of a minor infancy. Then it says the smallest number of votes or deliberative assembly opposed to majority. Okay. So let's go ahead and break this down. Okay. The state or condition of a minor. So they tell us, oh, you're the minority, right? So now it's kind of drilled in our heads, right? So minority means under the majority. Okay. Minority means you're smaller than the majority, blah, blah, blah. But also, too, with that word minority comes a whole bunch of other adjectives or other words that are also used to describe, such as inferior, such as like, you know, you're not good enough or whatever. So now you gotta look back on the history. All throughout history, what they've been telling us, you ain't good enough, you ain't shit, you're 3/5, you're this, you're that. But they got you believing that minority means just a number or just a whatever, but it's a state or condition, a state of mind, a condition of mind, a conditioning of everything that they fucking go ahead and put us in. So when you go ahead and say, yeah, we're the fucking minority and we need fucking justice, niggas gonna look at you like, you're the minority. What the fuck do you really need?
Exactly.
You're good, right? Where you at?
Exactly.
Well, we're the minority. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. Why you keep yelling at us that you're the minority, my nigga? We get it.
Right.
We treat you like that, right? What the
Right.
fuck is the problem?
Right. What is the problem? Exactly.
You're a minority. What's
That's-
the problem?
Exactly.
The problem is motherfuckers don't understand that minority really fucks with all aspects of our lives. Minority means a miniature or smaller or whatever. Look at the roots of the fucking word. Y'all wasn't taught the roots of the word. Y'all wasn't taught fucking miniature, whatever. You know what that means. It's smaller. But if we're so fucking minute and minor and fucking minorities, why are they putting so many fucking rules and restraints and police and fucking this, that, and the third to stop us from doing what the fuck we want to do? If we're so minority, why are they stopping us with all these medicines and fucking shit? Why are they attacking us?
Right. Constantly poisoning the food. Why are we always being bunched into a fucking urban areas? All that, bruh.
Come on, let's think about it. But then you want to sit here and be like, "There's not enough space for us in the ghetto. There's too many of us living here. There's too many of us in this shit." Okay, so wouldn't that make you feel like the majority, nigga?
Right.
Motherfucker, why all the people ain't talking about they ain't no
Right.
space for us, nigga?
Right. If in the terms of the numbers, like, don't you feel like you're the majority? If that's the case, if that's really the case, we're all living on top of each other, and then you look at white people and they're not.
Bro,
And there's more of them, right? There's supposed to be more of them, right? So why do we look like we're freaking sardines and they look like whatever?
thank you. So fucking think about it. Fucking
Right.
really get it. Really understand what's happening.
Right. Okay, I'm about to play this right here because I feel like this goes well with what we're talking about, because apparently many of you guys are going through this right now. What I'm about to play.
Broop, broop.
Schools train people to be ignorant with style. They give you the equipment that you need to be a functional ignoramus. American schools do not equip you to deal with things like logic. They don't give you the criteria by which to judge between good and bad in any medium or format. And they prepare you to be a usable victim for a military-industrial complex that needs manpower. As long as you're just smart enough to do a job and just dumb enough to swallow what they feed you, you're going to be all right. But if you go beyond that, you're going to have these grave doubts that give you stomach problems, headaches, make you want to go out and do something else. So I believe that schools mechanically and very specifically try and breed out any hint of creative thought in the kids that are coming up.
So what's the alternative for the parent who would agree with you?
Well, remember that the school isn't the only place that a child gets educated. If you realize that the schools are doing damage, and I believe this, I believe that schools do a lot of damage to kids, then you should do what you can at home to help give them something to counteract what's happening to them at school.
You mean encourage creativity?
Encourage them to read things other than what the school gives them. Encourage them to watch things on television other than cartoons, because I don't believe that television is all bad, and some things that are on are very useful. And give them some support. Let them feel that you as a parent want them to be smart, not just to be successful, not just to be a nice little person. That you want them to develop their thinking apparatus.
Yeah, I let that play a little longer than I wanted to, but not because longer than I intended to, because then I thought about it and I continued to let it play because, here's a little solution, or here's just something that maybe, you already understood already. So, just so you ain't crazy. This person is also saying what you actually deep down already know, is that you should be teaching them and allowing them to grow and flourish, because by the judgments of what I see from the community, that didn't happen for us and generations before us. For the majority of us, we went along with the narrative of the schooling, of the indoctrination.
And right here, I'm gonna drop this bad boy. Y'all motherfuckers gonna talk about generational curses, right? Over and over and fucking over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So where do you think that fucking started? Oh, well, we gotta teach us as the Caucasian Caucasus of the world. We have to teach the African American barbarian how to become a human. And there it is. Boom, right there. Because we weren't that in the fucking beginning.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't dumb. We were not stupid. We're not retarded. We're not whatever other word meaning less than. They took us and they did that. They did that to us. They broke us down. They broke down what it means to be, what it meant for us to be who we wanted to be. Everything that we were doing was wrong. Everything that we were doing became terrible, or it didn't even become anything. Actually, they just took over and rewrote everything. So
Right.
now, once they rewrote everything, and what we were talking about earlier, right? They freed the slaves and all that extra shit, right? So you got a bunch of freed people who don't know what the fuck to do.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do?
Right.
What's that word you used? Indoctrinate?
Yep.
Indoctrin?
Yep.
It seems easy enough. You're already broken. You don't got a fucking way to go. They already broke everything that we had down. So now here we are. And now we're talking about how we're minorities and how we believe that we're not the best and how we believe we don't have a nationality or how we believe we're African American or how we believe all the bullshit that they keep teaching us or how
Right.
we believe in fucking Christopher Columbus. They just changed that shit because they knew that shit was wrong. That wasn't even that was like a couple years ago they changed that shit. But they've been celebrating that shit for fucking ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, even taking that little bit of information that they were able to change that, how many other of these holidays or how many other of these fucking things are being taught to us that aren't right? Or that aren't I
That
don't wanna
aren't. Period. Like
Yeah.
that aren't.
That
Like,
aren't exactly.
That aren't.
It decided to stop right there. It's just fucking wild. It's crazy. And then y'all want to be like, well, we can't get out of this. We don't know how. We can't. Whatever. All right, just stop doing what you're doing. Stop watching TV. Stop watching the movies. Stop watching this shit that's telling you how to be you. Stop listening to this music that everybody's fucking putting out there because that's not people. I listen to people making music now, and it's not. I need to fuck a hoe. I need to get a bitch. I need to fuck this. It's not that. People are talking about how they need to uprise, how they need to uplift, how they need to spice it up, how they need to be better, how we can be better as a community, how we can get off the drugs, how we can not sell drugs, how we can be business people, how we can fucking take over shit. All that shit's on TV and entertainment and music and whatever. And all that shit is used to feed it back to you so you go out there and what? I want to trap now. I want to fucking, but I want to celebrate my heritage for 1 day out of the month. I want to celebrate my heritage for 15 days out of the month. And then you go back to doing the same bullshit you've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that helping? How does that help? It doesn't.
Not us, at least.
Not
it helps
them.
It helps them. It helps the people who want us to be perpetual customers, perpetual fucking fuck ups.
Hennessy.
You know that they need the customers, and since we don't look like them, they don't feel bad about making us be the ones who are the in that category of customer, of the victim of all that and all that other negative bad splash out here. You know.
Yep.
We're not trying to sit here and be like, oh, you're dumb, you're stupid, but you are in a certain way because they're doing that to you on purpose. You're choosing to be dumb. You're choosing to be stupid. You're choosing to be, like Kanye said, a slave. You're choosing to do that in the present time. In the past, maybe people was took against their will. Well, I'll give you guys who want to argue against me. I'll give you that. Like, there were people that was taken against their will, because there's people that's taken against their will now. So I will take that and consider it. But in today's world, many of us are choosing to subscribe to their indoctrination systems. We choose to send our kids there. We choose to listen to these songs. We choose to go out and trap. We choose to do all this when the same people that's in the community trapping, they could all come together and go start a garden, go start a farm, and keep it hush hush. What's wrong with that? We used to do that all the back in the days. No snitching, right? We used to go and do the shit. To do the negative selling the drug shit. What's so bad about us going and get some goat some chickens and shit, and you and Miss or Mr. whoever Mr. Johnson down there down the street got this little corn shit going on. Then the next person, Miss Jenkins, got a fucking some hens and shit going on. What is wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with that, my G. We don't have to tell nobody. Oh, they're going against the zone. We're not Karens out here.
We don't.
We're not Karens out here. That's some Karen shit.
And I'm not Karen either.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
For real. And so there's nothing wrong with us taking care of each other. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Get some flour. Get some fucking butter and from the store. Then you go to Miss Jenkins, get some eggs. You know what I'm saying? You probably trade off some fucking wool because you got sheep at your house. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. We could do this in the city. We don't gotta we don't gotta wait for nobody's 40 acres. That's what we keep fucking up at, waiting for other people. Do the shit.
Because collectively we got that shit already.
Y'all could go get guns illegally. Y'all could go get drugs illegally. Y'all could go get cars illegally. There's people that go boost clothes illegally. But what about the shit that matters? Where's the person that's getting seeds illegally? Where's the person that's going to get animals illegally? Where are them people?
Exactly.
You know how we work. I'm not even. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. We already know how we operate amongst each other. Right. We already know how we do it.
We get it done. So
you know what I'm saying? So let's stop pretending like we trying to be a part of that shit. We're not a part of that shit. We're not a part of it. And how many times I gotta keep hearing that they don't even want us a part of that?
Right. What they say? Go back to Africa. What they say? Go back to where the fuck you came from. All right.
The fuck y'all worried about? Get the damn animals. Get the sheep and all. The seeds and all that. Get that shit. I'm tired of seeing these redneck people. And no disrespect to rednecks, cause they get it.
They doing it.
No disrespect to y'all, but I'm just trying to make a point and saying I'm tired of seeing them out there getting it and getting it.
Exactly. Listen, excuse me. I just want everybody to know, okay? Y'all probably gonna make it through this up to this 42-minute mark, cause y'all probably gonna be mad already that we talking, cause y'all think we talking shit. That's why I stopped. That's why I wanted to say it right here. If you make it to this point, this is all motivational. Listen, think about it. We're not coming at y'all because we want y'all to, we think y'all are whatever and dumb and no. We think that the ideology that we're a part of right now is stupid. Okay? We need to come, like you said, separate from that shit. Cause once we separate and we grow our own shit, what are we paying for it? Once we separate and get our own scientists together and everything, we're inventing shit that we don't need money for. We don't need the money no more. We're not gonna need to be a part of that whole shit anymore.
Now, and any money that we get now, we could allocate it to rent. We allocate it to the shit to be sustained, because the shit that we could what do we actually need? Food, water, and shelter, right?
And land if you want it.
We could get the food and water for free. We could do that. The shelter part, all right. You want to live in your little apartment? All right, cool. How does it sound to you? I know it sounds good to me. How does it sound to you that we could help you? You could help yourself. You and your community, your cohort, could help yourselves diminish your expenses by helping each other with basic needs.
Boom. Easy peasy right there.
That sounds good, right? That sounds great to me. I love that. I would love to be in a community that's happening.
Hey, and the community and it's not like the motherfuckers it's not like the community don't have the people that could do that shit. There are black carpenters, there are black gardeners, there are black masonries, there are black you know what I mean? They could build houses, we could build sidewalks, we could build buildings, we could build chairs, we could build furniture, we can garden, we can, you know what I'm saying? It's all spiritual and soulful, and that's who we're supposed to be anyway. So what is the problem? I just don't understand why we still sit in our bungalows, our cribs, cause you know we black, whatever with the crib, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the crib. Why are we still chilling at the crib when we got cribs all over the place? Nigga, you live right there. What do you know that I don't know? Nigga, what do I know that you don't know? Nigga, what does he know that we don't know? Nigga, we can know it all. right there between 3, 4, 5, 6 people. And I'm not saying know it all as in like know everything, but like the basics. And then we can expand to the next 6 people. Next 6 people after that. What's that shit called? 6 degrees of separation, right? Fuck knowing a nigga for 6 degrees. Nigga, that motherfucker taught me something 6 degrees, bro. 6 degrees of teaching. 6 degrees of teaching me some other shit. 6 degrees of making me feel great because now I got vegetables in my garden. 6 degrees of me feeling great because I helped that motherfucker get clothes. Da-da-da. Like, that's how this shit started.
For real.
That's how this shit goes.
For real.
And people just want to fucking be a fucking minority, bro. Like, you want to be that person? Go look that fucking word up. Go look it up. And I guarantee you all that shit you look up is a negative fucking whatever. I don't even care.
As many inventions and innovations that our people have, our ancestors and such and such have, there's no doubt that we could go and do that right now. There's no reason to be even arguing and discussing this stuff. You already know that we got it within ourselves to do it. You already know. Been doing it. Been doing it. Many of the things that you use day to day is created by one of us. So don't tell me, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't even know what you're gonna say. I don't even know what you're gonna say.
I don't even care.
Start with the people that surround you. Start with your neighbors. Okay, y'all in the streets. All right, that's cool. But before the streets, what was happening? Right. I know one of y'all had a parent that knew how to do hair. Exactly. I know one of y'all somebody that knew seamstress or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Somebody mama know how to cook. Somebody grandmama know how to do this. Do that. Somebody granddaddy know how to do this. Fix a car. You know? It starts at the little stuff. It starts there. Oh, bro. I gotta can you help me with I want to change a tire.
Boom.
You asking him that you don't even know that brother knows about tires or shit about a car, but now he just learned how to change a tire. Yep. All right, now that brother now is 5% more smarter because of you reaching out and looking at him as not as an op or not just as a freaking homie, but as a freaking ally, as a helper, as a whatever. You know what I'm saying? You not just looking at him as just this as a means to an end. Nah. We're expanding and growing together. Yes. We're no longer will we continue to keep each other stagnant.
Cause we don't go nowhere, bro. Like you ever seen a stagnant river? Yeah, that
Never.
Shit. And if you have that shit,
it's a fucking lake. It's a pond. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah,
ain't doing
exactly.
Nothing, and it's got all types of shit in it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't flowing nowhere.
Yep.
But you got the streams, you got the rivers, you got the lake, you got all that shit moving. Cause all of those, believe it or not, droplets of water are individual, whatever, moving together. Just like you got I don't know if you've seen the video of the ants attacking a wasp nest or ants in general just making a bridge, or ants in general making a flotation device when it floods. Mm-hmm. My nigga, like you said earlier, when you look at every other race doing that shit, every animal race, whatever, I don't give a fuck what it is, all animals come together to make sure that they good. There's a wolf pack, there's a lion pack, there's an ant shit, there's snails, there's a beehive, there's a motherfucking anthill, there's some other fucking shit where everybody just comes, everything, every animal, every being, or whatever the fuck that is comes together, and they're like, word. There's a school of fish, dolphins swim like that, mm-hmm. Ducks swim in a V, fly in a V, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Fucking white people go ahead and rip people off, and Jewish people make money. Asian people cook food and got their own little town.
They fucking nail salon joints. You know what I'm saying? For real. And what are we doing?
We out here fighting each other
and working for them.
Let's
go fucking be a basketball team over here for the fucking white guy. Let's go rap for the fucking white corporation. The white record label. Yeah.
Sign me, please.
Like SMD with that shit.
Like,
you know
that's
what I'm
fucking
saying?
retarded, bro. Like, you really serious? Cool. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Again. This is to teach y'all motherfuckers what's really what we talking about. This is really like open your eyes and wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Open. You know what I'm saying? Wake up and open. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't getting nothing out of this,
open your eyes, man.
Exactly. If you ain't getting nothing out of this ain't for you. But if you are getting a little hint out of this shit, then we need to come together and really start talking and really figuring this shit out. Because until then, motherfuckers gonna call us a Poor People's Campaign. Until then, we're gonna be called the Poor People of America, or the Ghetto of America, or the whatever.
The disenfranchised.
You know what I'm saying?
don't that don't bother you? You know what I'm saying? That don't bother you that other racists feel like they have to do a march for you. That other racists feel like they got to go on TV and be like, "Oh, help the poor black people because they get shot by the police." Like that don't bother you. That don't bother you.
Right.
That other people have to stand up and speak for you, or that if there are us on the TV talking about it, that then they need somebody else outside of us to co-sign in order for it to matter. That don't bother you.
Right.
That bothers the shit out of me every day, knowing that hey, like I look helpless. I'm not feared. I'm not freaking. I'm not intimidating. Yeah. Oh yeah. I might be intimidated to a white lady, but I'm a man, so why? I don't give a fuck. All women should be scared of me because I'm a fucking man. So there's no like we're not a threat, and that's a problem to me. Like I feel like yo, like we can be. Knowing our potential, knowing the minds that's within our community, I know that we are actually a threat, and I need that to be actually manifested and actually feared. Like audibly, I need people saying, "Oh my God, I am scared of these black people." The same way how we say, "Oh my gosh," we say every day, "Oh these white people, oh the KKK's come around, oh these white people doing this to us." I need other people saying that about us. I need that happening. I need that so because then that's when the playing field's even.
Shit, because we shouldn't have to even do. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's just wild how it is right now. It's just wild how majority and minority are really playing a part, how those words really make a difference. And it's not even, it doesn't even matter about the words and the difference. It's just wild how it is just something that's crazy.
Right.
It's just crazy. It's just crazy how we don't understand that we can do this. It's just crazy how we have been so indoctrinated or so controlled or so mind controlled or so mind wiped or whatever you want to say that we are the weaker. But we're not. It's not even to be weak, nigga. We just fucking exist too, nigga. We just fucking exist too, and we got a brain, we got a mind, we can fucking make shit happen. Right. We can fucking kick down doors too, nigga. We can go ahead and police some shit. We can go ahead and save some motherfucking bodies. We can go ahead and fucking put some fires out, nigga. We can do it too.
We could go put some permit requirements on the motherfucker.
Are you kidding me?
You know what I'm saying? We could do that shit.
Do some zoning bullshit over there.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk, we could do that. It's all because guess what? At the end of the day, none of this shit is nobody's. How many times we gotta say this every week? I don't give a shit. I'll say it till you fucking get it. That none of this shit belongs to nobody. It belongs to nobody but all of us. Do you understand what I'm saying? No one person has a claim or a right over your life more than you and all this land. Nah, I don't give a shit. This is America land. What is that?
Because I'm African American.
So I should be able to just go about my business
and take my shit where I want, right? All right.
So y'all don't get it, man. Like it's not no, there's not no playbook to this. This shit, their rules change by the minute, man. G.
Every fucking day. Are you serious?
Like, come on. They don't know, man. They don't get it, man.
They really don't.
It's man.
That's not okay, but it's okay because this, like I said, it's the 7th motherfucking episode. You know what I'm saying? It's Juneteenth today, you know, and I'm tired of us talking about we gotta go rent a park to throw some shit. We gotta go rent and make sure the zoning permits are good so we can celebrate our lives, our freedom, our whatever, and we're still talking about we can't do what we wanna do. But everybody gets his holiday off, so salute to everybody else, right? Cool.
It's garbage out here, man. Garbage in these streets, man. I don't know, man. Where we at right now? What does that say?
It don't even matter what that say, cause nigga, this time I'm done talking to these niggas.
All right, so that's a twist on y'all asses. We out.
Whiz.